we talk about what was going on in your life, in your personal life, that you think contributed to cancer?
Yeah, the first time, both times were emotional. So the first time was I had a boyfriend, and I think, well, it goes further back actually. I moved to Washington State, and I I had a very difficult time. I was a victim of a crime and had to change my name. Now, this is what's really ironic. They say that women get breast cancer, you can sometimes count back 5 years. Okay, I found that lump the first time in 2005. I moved there in 2000 because the stalker, I was a stalking victim.
Wow.
And there was a lot more to it. I was actually attacked by him and had my everything changed. Social security number, name, and relocated. And that was hard on me to leave my family. So that was 2000 April, and then I went 5 years later, found the lump, and sure enough, it got bigger in 2006, which ironically, I had read some research on that emotionally women can get that. Then throw in the environment, vitamin C, staying in the house all the time, because I was suffering from a little bit of...
Vitamin D.
Yeah, vitamin D, I'm sorry. Suffering a little bit from not being comfortable outside.
Being afraid, fearful.
Mild agoraphobia.
Yeah.
Just that comfort zone of staying inside all the time.
And this is very
lack
common.
Of vitamin D.
I want to concur with you here. What your experience is very common. I hear it a lot too. There are in many cases, there is a very specific event, traumatic event, that can be what you would call a cancer trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've talked to so many people, and it is a real thing.
Sometimes it can be, and I don't mean to put this on a low end of a scale, but it can be divorce.
Oh, absolutely. That's a big deal.
That's huge.
Oh, it could, listen,
it's heartbreaking.
I've heard it could be a pet dying, which sounds a little bit silly, but the loss of a loved one, including a pet, can be a major traumatic, event.
Yeah.
Of course, divorce, of course, death of a friend or family member, of course, being attacked, being in an abusive relationship. Yeah, all the above. Losing a job or a career or your home, yes.
And that the emotional part of that, I remember all the time if I heard my name, which is Jennifer, and it's my middle name. I don't mind. It's coming out anyway now. So my heart would race, and I'd go like this. And so it's always on my chest.
Wow.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
So because you long for your old life. You long for your identity. You long to go back where you were.
Yeah.
And you're just, there's this absence and this longing. You feel a loss. It's a grieving.
Yeah.
People grieve when they lose their job.
You were totally lost.
Yeah.
Living in a fearful sort of stress.
No car for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
The car blew up. Just missing everyone, not being able to explain everything that happened. So there was a lot of trauma there.
Yeah, major.
So it was a perfect setup for no sunshine, vitamin D deficiency, no emotional support, no family.
I'm sure the diet was typical standard American diet, unhealthy diet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the perfect storm.
Yeah.
It is.
So knowing that and learning, along the way. So
Yep.
I finally came home when it was safe, 2009. So I don't think I was ready yet.
Yeah.
My body was not healthy yet because I had to come back home and revisit where everything had happened.
After the first diagnosis, 2006 to 2009, had you addressed those issues in your life yet?
No.
And do you think that may be why it came back?
I got the counseling after.
Yeah.
When I got home, I got the counseling.
Yeah, and I see that. I see that with people is they can do a therapy. It might be an alternative therapy. It might be chemo. And they get results or the cancer's gone or whatever, but they don't address the real underlying deep causes, and that's usually the stress and emotions.
Shame.
All negative
You're
emotions.
Feeling shame. You don't know why, but...
Guilt, shame, right? Self-hatred, self-loathing, envy, jealousy, all negative emotions are so powerful. And if a cancer patient, they can do every therapy in the world, but if they don't get to the root cause and address any of those really strong emotions and things from their past or things in their present, it's coming back.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And, you know, when you make peace with it, you don't have shame. This is who I am.
Yeah, it is.
If
It is
family
what it is.
can't accept it, that's not my problem, that's their problem. If friends can't accept it, that's not my issue, that's theirs.
Right.
And really owning that.
Yep.
That's so healthy.
It is.
And when people can learn that and really believe it and feel it and just let go, you feel it, a whole weight lifting off.
Yep. And how important is forgiveness?
Yeah, absolutely. Forgiveness is so important. And I don't even think about forgiving the perpetrator. I just kind of let go. Because he was sick. I just let go. And family, same thing. You know, everybody's on their own journey. So I have to take care of myself. I've got kids, I've got grandkids, and I've got a future. And I want to help others that are battling the same thing and be able to share that experience with them and let it be something that happened for the good of maybe someone else. Thank God, because
I do.
some people aren't resilient and don't bounce back.
Yeah.
They can just sink.
I know. They let all the weight of the world, the weight of their problems, you know, pull them down, and they won't let go of them. You know, it's like, literally, it's like you're drowning and you're holding on to all this baggage, and it's literally, you're sinking with it.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is let go of it, and you can float to the surface. And people, sometimes they just cannot let go of those things, you know.
Yeah.